Strong, smart, pixel-perfect, today we're diving headfirst into the forgotten realm of those games where women took the lead. Sometimes with swords, sometimes with shotguns, and sometimes with very questionable 90s fashion choices. Stick around because by the end you might just have a whole new retro crush. And no, it's probably not Miss Pac-Man. Epic Mega Games introduced us to Jill, a green-clad heroine who could run, jump, swim, and turn into a flaming bird, among others. Across 3 shareware platformers, Jill wasn't just rescuing anyone. She was navigating dangerous caverns, dodging snakes, and making vines her personal playground. She's memorable because she was powerful, athletic, and didn't exist just to be saved. She was the savior. She proved that those heroines could flip, fly, and frog leap past any mustachious Mario. Vinyl Goddess from Mars is a half pin-up parody, half solid platformer and half… well, there's no third half really. Vinyl crash lands on a perilous planet after space pirates attack her ship and must trek through an alien landscapes to recover the stolen ship parts. Beneath the tongue-in-cheek design was a surprisingly competent, fast-paced run-and-gun adventure. Vinyl's attitude is pure confidence, part Flash Gordon, part B-movie queen, part true Vlxen. Lara Croft's first outing is still legendary, exploring ancient tombs, solving pressure plate puzzles, and unleashing twin pistol justice on everything, from wolves to dinosaurs. Tomb Raider changed the video game landscape. What made Lara iconic wasn't just the acrobatics or her overly triangular boobies, it was her fearlessness and unflappable sarcasm in situations that would make the rest of us cry in a corner. She was as quick with her gun as she was quick with her wits. The titular Pepper in Pepper's Adventures in Time is a wisecracking kid sent back in time to fix bizarre historical inaccuracies caused by Dr. Fred's time machine, like Benjamin Franklin becoming a lazy wig-wearing aristocrat for instance. The game cleverly balances educational values with humor and a lively lead, and Pepper's snarky commentary and smarts make learning about history genuinely fun. Imagine a board game of Clue, but with pixel art and murder lurking in every shadow. Laura Bow, a journalist student, spends the night in a Louisiana mansion as the guests start turning up dead, one by one. She's curious, clever, and utterly unflappable, and her real weapon is observation and puzzle solving. The Colonel's Bequest is like Agatha Christie with more mustaches, less Poirot, and one perfectly curious college girl that's a quintessential DOS-era protagonist. In the Dagger of Amon Ra, Lara Bow is a reporter in 1920s New York and investigates a murder and a theft of a priceless Egyptian artifact. The sequel turned the puzzle solving up a notch, with Lara using her wits to navigate a cast of suspicious characters. She's once again a living proof that brains can be just as thrilling as brawn. Well, living is a big word for an artificial character, but in the context of the game she definitely is.
Acquainted with Dr. Olympia Miklos?
Dr. Miklos.
Bazooka Sue is an offbeat point-and-clicker in which Sue's town is overrun by sinister agents and shady dealings. Armed sometimes with literally a bazooka, she navigates a comedic noir plot full of oddball characters and parodies. Sue's mix of quick wit and readiness to blow problems sky high makes her unforgettable. And her half-female, half-swan physique is oddly interesting. And no bacon was consumed during her game's playthrough. Entity arrived on DOS in 1994, sending its hero from a woman about town to barely dressed Dino Buster in 2 clicks. Wardrobe optional, platforming mandatory. It's a surreal atmospheric platformer where the heroine moves between dreamlike dimensions to battle strange creatures and solve environmental puzzles. There's no exposition dump here, just you, her, and a world that feels like sleeping between reality and nightmare. Horror hostess Elvira traded TV set for a side-scrolling action platformer in her own arcade game in 1991. Armed with magic and sass, so all that she could ever need, she journeys through spooky, monster-infested realms with surprising ease. Her playful self-aware humor, combined with supernatural firepower, made her a unique blend of camp and danger. Lollypop is a bright, candy-coated platformer starring Lolly, a doll brought to life on a quest to fulfill her never-ending sweet tooth, all the while fighting her way through toy-themed stages. Don't be fooled by the pastel palette though, the platforming can be unexpectedly intense and unforgiving, and the end-level bosses are always deadly. Lolly's charm is her upbeat perseverance, bouncing into danger with genuine smile. It's a Pinocchio with pigtails, popping candies and critters and feeling surprisingly unique. Based on the Spanish sci-fi comic Heroine by Alfonso Aspiri, this side-scrolling action platformer follows Lorna in a universe of space pirates, robots and dangerous planets. The idea here is simple: keep pushing forward and killing everything that moves, all the while staying as sexy as possible. She's stylish, bold and deadly with a blaster, the ultimate retro pulp sci-fi queen. Lost in Time is a first-person FMV adventure starring Doralis, who finds herself chosen by the Space-Time Patrol to travel through time on a quest to stop a villain Jaralath from exploiting a mysterious and powerful element known as Americium 1492. Moving between centuries, she keeps her cool, whether she's on a 19th century ship or a futuristic lab. Her adaptability is her greatest strength, and her mind is her greatest tool. Blam Machinehead puts you in the shoes of Kimberly Stride, a scientist turned apocalypse survival piloting a biomech to wipe out a nanotech infection. It's chaotic and fast, and filled with often rather weird enemies. Kimberly's defining trait: absolute determination to clean up the apocalypse she helped create. She puts your everyday marine heroes to shame, saving the world one gnarly mutation at a time. Mimi and the Mites is a cutesy puzzle platformer where Mimi has to dodge or kill mites to reach her goals and solve environmental challenges. Her leadership, resourcefulness and ability to squish, scamper and shoot backs in style turns the game into a delightful mix of strategy and charm. In King's Quest IV, Princess Rosella trades ball guns for adventure boots as she journeys to the land of Tamir to find magical fruit to save her father. As Sierra's first major game with a female lead, and truth be told, one of the first pioneering female leads overall in gaming, Rosella stood out for her kindness and determination in a quest filled with both fairy tale whimsy and genuine danger. Plague of the Moon is a dark action-adventure point-and-clicker where you play as Alacarda, a daughter of a powerful sorceress Margaret who was burned alive. And while the game starts as a quest of vengeance, your priorities evolve with the flow of the plot. Equipped with both weaponry and magic, Alacarda is a rare mix of caster and warrior and a true fantasy anti-heroine. Just to be clear here, Plague is so obscure and info on it so scarce that I've never heard of it before working on this video. Keep that in mind. Phantasmagoria was Sierra's rapid horror FMV and their notorious adult-oriented adventure starring Adrienne Delaney, a novelist who moves into a mansion with a dark, murderous history. Ooh. Playing as Adrienne, you must solve supernatural mysteries and unravel the sinister truth while keeping her cool in a mansion that's clearly trying to stop her. Phantasmagoria might be a butt of many FMV jokes today, but it was a genuinely gruesome tale in its time. Now, I'm sure you've not expected to see a game about the last human on a planet full of dinosaurs, but that's exactly what Vlxen is. And Vlxen is also a Vlxen, so it all kinda makes sense. It's a fast-paced left-to-right traversal action game in which our bikini-clad heroine slashes her way through countless dino-infested lands. Part arcade reflexes, part pulp fantasy, Vlxen is a throwback to the era of over-the-top covers and unapologetic action. The City of Lost Children is based on the surreal French film of the same title. You play as Miette, a street-smart orphan navigating a dark steampunk city, trying to save children kidnapped by the mysterious men known as Cyclopses who want to steal their dreams. Miette is small but fearless and relies on brains over brawn to survive the dangers and to solve the mystery of what's really happening in the city. From pixel jungles to haunted mansions, these heroines proved DOS gaming wasn't just a boys' club, and that women had pretty fantastic games of their own. I really wanted to include Princess Maker here too, as it's a brilliant little title, but since it's all about the girl, but you don't exactly play as one, I unfortunately had to exclude it. Which of these was your favorite though? Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like, sub and bell icons please, it helps more than you know. Thanks a lot for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.